been 3 months in a couple of days since the release of the next gen consoles, and I was one of the people that was fortunate enough to get Xbox Series X on release, or let's say a couple days after the release. Matter of fact, you could go into my previous videos. It's in my vault of thousands of videos. If you want to see the unboxing, the review, it's all there. Now, I will give you a 30-day, well, a 3 months later review right now. And let me start out by saying, ever since I took the Xbox Series X out of that box, like you're looking at, it hasn't went back in. I have never experienced gaming this powerful. I have never experienced gaming this fast. I have never experienced gaming this real. Like, the realism in the Xbox Series X is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And be mindful, people. I want you to know I have played every console that has dropped from the 90s all the way up to now. We're talking Super NES on up. Well, NES all the way up to now. And the Nintendo was released in like 89. So, yeah, I have played all those consoles. The Series X, hands down, is the greatest console ever made. And the PlayStation 5, I had to put both of those. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are the best consoles ever made because they are so much alike. And I want you guys to understand this. They are so much alike until you can't do anything but nitpick the difference between them. Where you have the quick resume feature that's on the Series X is not on the PlayStation 5. The Xbox clearly wins with the teraflops because you get 16. You get 1 terabyte of storage. That's like a big game changer, the amount of storage on next gen that you need. Having that 1 terabyte secures you more space because the games take up way more space. PS5 only has like 800, and then out of the box you probably have somewhere roughly around 600. So you can get like 4 or 5 games, and then you're done, and then you don't have no way to expand it on the PS5. So the Xbox has more W's, in my opinion, has more functionalities, in my opinion. I think the PS5 only have that dual sense controller, to be honest, that in a couple of exclusives, and that's the only thing that they have going on the Xbox, because you could play every single Xbox game on the Series X, and it's more powerful than the PS5. Now, when it comes to speed, that's either a tie or one game will load quicker than the other. They can't differentiate those and get a clear champion. Trust me, I've watched hundreds of people trying to do a comparison. It is always either like 2 or 3 seconds apart, which means nobody really would care. It's not like a mile difference or long distance difference between the speed. But the quick resume is a game changer. You can't do that on PS5 because you could stop in the middle of a game, play another game, stop, go play another game, come back to those games whenever you want to. Even turn the console off and come right back where you left off at. Just the Series X is just such an awesome system. And this is not coming from a fanboy perspective. These are just facts. And for what you pay for, you truly get. And I haven't had any problems with the Series X. I have played so many hours of NBA 2K21 Next Gen until it is ridiculous. And I have played so many hours of Cyberpunk, Cold War, Black Ops. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. This console is just the best console I've ever seen in my life. The Xbox Series X, S and X. And like I said, the PS5 is one of the greatest consoles ever made too. It's just they don't have a lot of what the Xbox Series X has, and it's just what it is. You can only play games that's on the PS4. You can't play PS3 games, PS2, which are some great games on those consoles. PS1, you just have to forget about them, and you can't use the PlayStation 4 controller on the PS5 games. A lot of them you can't do. It's just so much they're pushing you on PlayStation 5 to just spend more money. Xbox, you could play all the games, dude. And then they have the Xbox Game Pass, which gives you all these free games. I played so many games, man. They look better when you play them on the Series X. And here's the thing that really got me after 3 months is that I'm not even halfway done with the games that I'm playing. Like, I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I mean, just it's so much to do, and they're not even exclusives, but I'm having a time of my life with the games that are available. And you're not losing anything because you're only missing out on Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and you're missing out probably on Demon. So if you're into that type of game, a lot of people are not into those demonic games like that, but they don't really have like a lot of exclusives that will make me just want to be like, oh, I want a PlayStation 5. I'm sorry. I do want that Spider-Man, and I will be getting a PS5, the digital version of it, just for certain games. But besides that, it's so even. You're not taking no L's whether you get either one of these systems, to be honest. So, but the most important thing is that I haven't had any problem out of the controller. I see why they got hands down the greatest Xbox controller, period. This controller feels good. The grip is great. The vibration is phenomenal. I haven't had any problems with the console. And I mean, I play it all the time. All the time. And you see what the PS5 is doing. They're having problems with that dual sense controller, and people are trying to get them fixed. But this is just an honest 3 months after. If you haven't got a Series X, I would suggest you go out and get one. I truly recommend it because the best is yet to come. Here's the thing. We haven't even seen Halo Infinite. We haven't even seen the games that will be exclusive, and I'm already super impressed. I know this will have to blow my mind. The games are coming exclusively on the Xbox Series X because we already saw what the PlayStation 5 has to offer with the Miles Morales and the Demon Soul. Okay, now let's see what Xbox Series X has to offer for 2021. I still get this a 5 out of 5. You guys have to play it. Talk won't do it. You just need to feel that Xbox power for yourself. Like this video, leave your comments, and subscribe.